First story up today. You know, there's lots of things in the news. I covered the opening segment of this story a little bit ago, quite a bit ago. You know, I will say this much: it is very interesting. Whenever I make a video about a certain somebody who happens to be a neo-Nazi, I happen to get hundreds. I stopped counting at the 100. Could theoretically reach thousands, but I don't bother to count that much of death threats whenever I talk about a certain particular neo-Nazi. So I am not going to be talking about that particular neo-Nazi, and instead I'm going to be talking about the other one that just happens to be black. Yes, that's right. I will be talking about Kanye West, who is, giving us some reports of how his dinner with neo-Nazi number 1 went with neo-Nazi number orange. And we've got some very interesting accounts here. I've got Kanye West's account and I've got Donald Trump's account. This is a Rolling Stone article that kind of is juxtaposing them. But I'm going to jump in here and read the full statement by Donald Trump. This one is some crazy shit. So this is Donald Trump on Truth Social. I'm not going to lie. I read this. I started laughing out loud. So, I help a seriously troubled man who just happens to be black. Yay, Kanye West, who has been decimated in his businesses and virtually everything else, and who has always been good to me by allowing his request for a meeting at Mar-a-Lago. Just so happens to be Thanksgiving dinner. But, hey, whatever. Alone, so that I can give him very much needed, quote, advice. He shows up with 3 people, 2 of which I don't know, the other a political person who I haven't seen in years. I told him, don't run for office, a total waste of time, can't win. Fake news went crazy. So Kanye West is a little bit of a different story here, and let's read this Rolling Stone article. Donald Trump called Kanye West a seriously troubled man who just happens to be black. Why is it so funny? Why would anyone write this? That's the thing with Donald Trump. Is like Donald Trump is not like the run-of-the-mill neo-Nazi, right? Donald Trump is not the I'm going to copy and paste talking points I found on 4chan kind of neo-Nazi. I mean, he is a little bit. But, like, Donald Trump somehow manages to create sentences in the English language that, like, up until this moment, no one thought it could be done. Like, honestly. Jesus. Anyway, so, although West requested a meeting alone, he showed up with 3 people, 2 of which I didn't know. One of those people were Nick Fuentes, a far-right activist infamous for his white supremacist and anti-Semitic views. In a video posted after the Mar-a-Lago dinner, which reportedly got heated after West, who is planning his own presidential run in 2024, suggested to Trump that the former president be his running mate. Now, I gotta say, Kanye West walking into Mar-a-Lago. Now, again, Donald Trump has already announced he is already in the ring for 2024. But Kanye West walking into his house and saying, yeah, I don't know about that one. You could be my running mate, as a gift from me to you. But this whole you running for president thing, like, I'm not going to lie. Out of all 3 people here, Kanye West is looking the best after this instance, I will say. Now, again, all of these people, Nick Fuentes, Kanye West, Donald Trump, Orange Man, like, they're just all trash. They're scumbags. They're the worst motherfuckers on planet Earth. But again, that is something. That's something. suggested to Trump that the former president be his running mate. West claimed that Trump was really impressed with Nick Fuentes. Trump previously wrote on Truth Social that he didn't know Fuentes. Despite facing condemnation for accidentally meeting with Fuentes, Chris Christie and Trump's ambassador to Israel, David Friedman, were among those who criticized Trump's actions. Trump didn't comment on the controversy in his latest statement, dismissing it as fake news went crazy, and instead focusing on West's 2024 presidential prospects. I told him, don't run for office, a total waste of time, can't win, Trump wrote Saturday. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, I will say, Kanye West was so far coming out to be the best in this instance. Donald Trump with a very strong rebuttal. Total waste of time, can't win. Like, why even bother with the word and? Just fuck that shit, let's throw a comma in there, right? Like, we don't have time for the word and, you know? West seemingly confirmed the confirmation in his own video, saying, quote, Trump started basically screaming at me at the table, telling me I was gonna lose. I mean, has that ever worked for anyone in history? I'm like, hold on, you're talking about Ye. So again, these motherfuckers, man, it's the battle of the fucking bumbling buffoons right now. Like, all of these motherfuckers are having, like, some bizarre power trip, and they're all like, no, I'm gonna be president. No, I'm gonna be president. You'll never be president. It's gonna be me. It won't be you. It'll be me. No, I'm gonna be president. No, you're not gonna... Like, it's seriously, man, these motherfuckers, like, I can't. Deputy White House Press Secretary Andrew Bates denounced the meeting in a statement. Bigotry, hate, and anti-Semitism have absolutely no place in America, including at Mar-a-Lago. Holocaust denial is repugnant and dangerous, and it must be forcefully condemned. When asked about Trump's Mar-a-Lago dinner, President Joe Biden quipped to the press, you don't want to hear what I think? You know who the biggest loser of this article is? Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Your presumptive opponent, now again, Joe Biden says he's running in 24. Donald Trump is probably going to win a Republican primary. Your presumptive opponent in the next election is having Thanksgiving dinner with neo-Nazis? Oh, you don't want to know what I think. Your opponent is having Thanksgiving dinner with neo-Nazis. I'm pretty interested, actually, in what Joe Biden has to think about this. This is the problem with Democrats, man. Midterms are over. Let's not rock the boat. Midterms are over. We can't be mean anymore. Your opponent is dining with neo-Nazis on one of America's favorite holidays. And you have nothing to say about this? An unnamed longtime Trump advisor was more blunt in their assessment of the Ye meeting, calling their situation, quote, a fucking nightmare to NBC News. If people are looking at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to run against Trump, here's another reason why. The past several months have seen West under intense scrutiny in his business, personal, and musical affairs disintegrate in the aftermath of his anti-Semitic rants. Earlier this week, Rolling Stone reported that multiple former Yeezy employees said West played pornography to them and showed them inappropriate pictures of Kardashian, which I assume is the ex-wife. I'm not sure. I think that's the one. Among other alleged tactics of intimidation and control. On Thursday, Adidas, who dropped the Yeezy line in late October, confirmed that it is conducting an internal investigation into West's management tactics. So if I understood that last line correctly, is Kanye West really showing like naked photos of his wife to people at work? Like, what? What? I've got news for anybody. If you've got hot, naked pics of anybody that you routinely have sex with, I recommend not showing them to your coworkers or employees in this instance, right? Like, that's probably not good. on the list of things not to do, that's pretty high up there. So anyway, again, you got 2 neo-Nazis walking in to have Thanksgiving dinner with the former president. How many neo-Nazis are at the table? You got 3 motherfucking neo-Nazis. So again, Orange J-Man, Nick Fuentes, Kanye West, they're all the same peas in a pod. Dumbass, crazy ass, highly bigoted, scumbag, narcissist motherfuckers. And, again, Joe Biden has absolutely nothing to say about that. So there you go.